Today I will talk about how to eliminate testing. As a reminder, testRigor is a human emulator where you'd write in plain English language what needs to be done, and testRigor will execute it for you, emulating how human would do it. Now that enables people to be able to write specifications in English before code is written, and because we are in English, your product managers or business analysts will be able to do that. Not only the executable specification will save time for your engineers, because we will not need to test things manually, but also it will eliminate completely the need to write QA automation, because the specifications themselves are executable. So we will double down as regression testing. Let us do an example. Let's say we are working for Google. Let's copy Google. Let's create a new test suite. I'm specifying the URL, which will be default URL in there. Usually I would specify username and password, and usually I would generate some tests. All right. So let's say we want to introduce new feature to search, and let's call it I'm feeling unlucky. Feeling unlucky. So what we would do is we would enter testRigor into search and click feeling lucky. For now we'll do feeling lucky to make sure it works, and then check what page contains testRigor that we got on the page, which actually contains testRigor. Let's start that. So the way testRigor works is it loads the OS of your choice, loads the browser of your choice, opens the URL which we specified when we were creating the test suite, and then execute the steps. And in this particular case, as you can see, you click I'm feeling lucky. So now the next step, so this is the simple test for existing functionality. Next step you would usually do is you would extract the terminology which you use already in your organization. Okay, let's copy this string, go to reusable rules, and call it search for testRigor, and then save and find and replace. Now we introduced a new functionality which is called search for testRigor. Now this is our existing test. It looks like this. Now search for testRigor, click feeling lucky, and check what page contains testRigor. Now imagine I'm a product manager and I want to introduce a new functionality which is called feeling unlucky. So this is let's rename this as feeling lucky, and let's do a new one which will be feeling unlucky. And I already have search for testRigor. Now we clicking unlucky, and let's say we want to make sure that this page doesn't contain testRigor, and we will execute it, and of course it will fail as it should, but that's the whole point. it will be red until Google will introduce feeling unlucky button. Once we introduce this feeling unlucky button, then you can execute this test and make sure that it will become green. Moreover, as we have just seen, you can introduce any terminology that you use in your organization so that you can write your specification exactly in the language that you already use right now. And voila, it failed as it should until Google will introduce feeling unlucky. This is how you can start building executable specifications before engineers write the code. This way, saving huge amount of time on doing the same thing over and over again, and keeping all your specifications/tests available to everyone, including product managers, QA, and engineers, because all of those executable specifications are in English and they're no longer silos where product managers are not able to understand what QA engineers did and if their code is actually matches a specification or not. In case of testRigor, there is no such problem because everything is in English. Thank you very much.